All right, welcome back to another episode of the Black Bullion Show. Gold gets some relief out of fear within Europe. So, what exactly is going on in Europe? Well, I'll let you know shortly, but first, if you're new to this channel, please hit that big red rectangular subscribe button down below. Also, please hit the like button. Helps to get this economic evangelism out there to the masses. YouTube will help recommend this stuff. Okay, so gold has been making a steady rise on Thursday, beginning in the morning. And this is just after the ECB, European Central Bank, announced it sees some bearish activity this year within Europe. Now, Christine Lagarde, president of the ECB, has recently stated that incoming information that she has seen has caused her and the ECB to revise prior outlooks for European performance over the next couple of years. Now, this revision is revision of data, or an outlook, I should say, that was created back in March. So let's take a look at that data. And it was actually released in a tweet from the European Central Bank. And I don't know if you guys can see this. I'll try to scroll. But someone actually has a picture of a girl blowing a bubble gum and popping. So, indicating that we're in a bubble here. But here in the light blue, you'll see that this is the data that was previously forecasted for the next couple of years in Europe. So essentially, what they saw was a steady rise within the inflation rate from 1.2% going all the way up to 1.6%. And they actually saw economic growth coming down a bit from 1.2% to 0.8%. Then they start rising just a little bit to 1.3% and then up to 1.4%. What they are seeing now is that not only within the inflation rate, but also within economic growth, we are seeing steep downward trajectory. The inflation rate goes from 1.2%, and instead of going down to 1.1%, it goes down to 0.3% in 2020. Economic growth, instead of going down to 0.8%, it's going down to negative 8.7%. But this is what they're forecasting for economic growth. They see a huge bounce in economic growth in 5.2%. Now, I'm curious to see how they create their data, as far as what they deem economic growth. There could be a lot that kind of goes into that. That just could be phony baloney, like vanity metrics. Anybody who is familiar with that, let me know in the comment section below. And as you can see, they do see the inflation rate rising a bit in the next couple of years. So this news is one of the reasons that we're seeing some rise in price action in gold today. Even amidst a rising 10-year Treasury yield. So let's see how things pan out in the days ahead. Now, I have a question for those who are in Europe right now. And this could be answered by anybody, honestly, but I'm really curious because, I know I have quite a few viewers and listeners from Europe. What do you guys see happening in your respective countries? Is there a cause for alarm, as Christine Lagarde is seeing? Do you see this kind of steep, contraction within economic growth, contraction within the inflation rate within Europe in your own countries? Let me know in the comment section below. Thanks again for watching. Really appreciate it. Please hit that big red subscribe button, as I mentioned before, and also please hit that like button. Thanks again for watching. It's Black Bullion.